and help just to find myself.
Good morning. This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel. And today I'm going to fix something that I've never fixed before, but I think that, I don't know, I was thinking about it last night and I think this might be good. I'm going to do what I'm calling a loaded spaghetti. I've got 2 peppers here, an orange one and a yellow one. I've got 2, you can't see them, but I've got 2 medium onions and then 3 little zucchinis. And I'm going to cut these up. I'm going to put them in the bottom of my Ninja Foodi on saute and just let them get soft. I've got some whole mushrooms. These are they're little bottles of Giorgio whole mushrooms. I'm going to cut these up because they're kind of bigger than I would want them. I was going to use the pieces and stems mushrooms, but I thought I had 2 or 3 cans. I can't find any of them. And then I've got diced tomatoes and chunky mushroom and green pepper pasta sauce, and I don't think this is going to be enough. I've got the can of diced tomatoes, but I still don't think this is going to be enough spaghetti sauce, so I'm probably going to have to get another can of tomato sauce. And then I'm going to put different spices in there. I've got this roasted garlic powder. Y'all know I don't like garlic. I say this in every video. I don't like garlic, but I can put a little bit of this in there and it's not so bad. I'm going to put just a little bit of red pepper flakes to give it a little kick. And then I've got onion powder, Italian seasoning over here. And then at the end, I'll put parsley flakes. Because I'll tell you, the recipe will be below, but I will tell you as I go along what I'm doing. And the first thing I'm going to cut up are these peppers. And my favorite peppers, I don't like red peppers so much. I don't know why, but for spaghetti or whatever, I usually want yellow or orange. Those are my favorite peppers. All right, and I'm just trying to get these so there's not that much that I have to, the seeds or whatever, I don't have to cut them off. You can see, I have to put this down. This is not a very sharp knife. As you can see, it doesn't even want to. All right, so all that will go in the trash. And then I've got what looks like a bad place on the bottom of this one and of this one. Plus, I got to cut the... All right. Now when I get the white off of this one, I don't know why I'm just picky about my peppers. I don't want any of the white stuff on there. So then I just take my knife and I'm going to cut them into bigger pieces. I'm not going to cut them like I would if I was making the actual spaghetti and not making loaded spaghetti. I'm just cutting these into bigger pieces. I want to be able to taste these. And all right, so there, I'll just cut this one like this. So you can see it's bigger chunks than what I would normally, and probably what you would normally do too for spaghetti. I love peppers and onions in my spaghetti. I cannot just have onions. And a lot of people don't even put onions in theirs, but I do. All right, and I'm going to cut the orange one up the same way that I did the yellow one, except the orange one's going to have seeds. See, the seeds are all in there. I don't like that either. Okay, so there's that one. Now let's go around and see if we can get this Not get, no, it's full of seeds in here. Wow. I see people when they're doing their, cutting up their potatoes or whatever, and they've got the little pieces of skin on it or little black marks on there. I'm just real picky. I'm real picky about when I cut my potatoes or peppers or anything up. I try not to get any of the, like when I cut my potatoes up, I want my whole potato to be white. All right, so I'm trying to cut the... All right, now this one doesn't have any places on it, so... Orange ones are really my favorite peppers. Okay, so these are cut up. I'm going to go on and put these in my Ninja Foodi. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of olive oil in there. I've got my grapeseed oil. No, I've got my avocado oil. I'm going to go on and put a couple tablespoons of avocado oil in here. And I'll bring y'all back when I get the zucchini. I'm just going to cut in chunks. I'll show you. I'll bring you back and show you. Okay, y'all. All right, so I'm cutting up the zucchini now. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. I always cut both ends off of the zucchini, throw them away, and then I'm going to cut down the middle. Y'all hear my Ninja Foodi popping and cracking? Cut down the middle of the zucchini, and then I turn them over, and I cut them in half moons. I don't know how big. I don't want them to... When I pressure cook this, I don't want them to just go to mush. I do want them to have a little bit of their firmness to them. So you can see, I think, what size I'm cutting them. A zucchini always, it'll just like melt away. Okay, now this is going in my Ninja Foodi with the peppers, and then I got the onions and the mushrooms to cut up, and I will bring you back. Okay, now I'm back. All right, so here's the vegetables. I've got them in here, and dummy me, just dummy me. I forgot I got to cook the ground beef. So I'm going to have to take these out and then cook the ground beef. But anyway, I'm just going to let these saute until they get a little soft. And then I'll take them out, put them in a bowl, cook the hamburger, ground beef, ground chuck is what I've got. And then put these back in there, and I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back when these get done so you can see what I'm going to, what they'll look like when I put them in the bowl. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right, the ground chuck is ready. I used 1/3 of a 5-pound roll of ground chuck for this. I don't know if it'll be enough. Maybe it will. All right, and my vegetables, they cooked. All right, now I'm going to put those in here. I could eat those vegetables by themselves all day. All right, so I'm going to put, this is a 24-ounce bottle of chunky mushroom and green pepper pasta sauce. All right, so that's going in there. And I've got a cup of water in here. And I'm just going to pour some of it in this jar. And shake it up. Pour that in there. All right, and now I have a can of diced. These are just Members Mark, naturally steam peeled diced tomatoes and tomato juice. I'm putting those in there. All right, and now I've got to, I'm going to stir this up, and I'm just putting, I kind of salted everything. I salted the hamburger, salted the vegetables. I just poured some salt on it. I'm not really measuring or whatever. Ever how much salt you want on your vegetables and meat, you put that in there. I tend to like salt. All right, so now it's not very much water in here so far. So I'm going to go on and pour this water. This was just an 18, I think it's an 18-ounce cup. I need to go in there and get some tomato paste, but I'm not going to. All right, now I've got a 1-pound box of spaghetti. This is just Kroger spaghetti. And I'm going to put all this in there, but I have to, you have to, when you're doing it in your Instant Pot or the Ninja Foodi, you're going to turn your noodles a different way when you do them, so they won't get all stuck together and stuff like that. So you go one way with part of them, and then you go the other way, and you drop a couple in the floor. All right, and let me get the rest of them. These are not very wide noodles. I don't know how they'll be. All right, so I'm gonna take them this way. Gosh, I'm dropping these all in the floor. And just turn them all the way around. All right, and now you're gonna push them down in here. And I've got a can of tomato sauce that I'm going to put in here, put on top of them. And it's not gonna be enough. All right, let me get some of the water. Oh, I don't have any water. All right, I'll bring y'all right back. I gotta go get some more water. Okay, now I put like a tablespoon of tomato paste in here from the little tubes that you can get at the store. All right, now let me push this down in here and see if I can get it to where it's covering the spaghetti, and I can't. Alright, I'm trying real hard to get this pushed down in there, because you always want your spaghetti covered. And I'm only going to cook this, pressure cook this for, I think 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes will cook this. Alright, I'm pushing it down in there, so it's going down in there. Let's hope that there's enough liquid in here. I think it is. So I won't get a burn notice on my pressure cooker part. Alright, now I'm using the Ninja Foodi to do this. Now I've got to put my lid on. Put your lid on, make sure it's on sealing, not venting. I'm going to come down here, let me zoom out some so y'all can, no, you can't, let me see. Alright, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to go to pressure. It comes up on high. I want it on high, and I want it on 3 minutes. Push start, and there it goes. All right, I will bring y'all back when this is ready. I'm going to fix some French bread with it. I've got to cut up some French bread, butter French bread or whatever. I'll bring you back and show you. Okay, y'all, so these are done. I hope. Let's hope. Okay, so clip went down, so now I'm going to take the lid off. Always make sure that the lid is away from you. Oh my gosh, it's just boiling away. Oh my gosh, I hope I have... Oh, yep, the vegetables are still up there. You know what I forgot to do, y'all? I forgot to put any spices in it. I didn't put any Italian seasoning. I didn't put any onion powder, garlic powder. I think I'm going to go on right now, and I've got to go get my bread and stuff out of the oven, make my plate. I think I'm going to go on and I'm just going to shake some Italian seasoning in here right now, and then I'm going to put salt and pepper in here. Let me get this pushed down in here so it... Yeah, I'm just going to let this sit in here for a few minutes and cook with it on there. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder. Granulate. This is granulated garlic. All right. It's gotten clumpy. There you go. All right, so then I'm going to put some onion powder in here. All right. You just put ever how much you want. If I'd have done it back at the beginning like I was supposed to, I would have put a teaspoon of each of them in here, but I probably didn't do that now. All right. Let me put some salt in here and some pepper. I'm going to put at least a teaspoon of salt in here. Even though I did put some in the... when I was cooking the ground chuck. All right. Now let me get some pepper. Probably, probably a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. All right, so I'm going to let this sit here for a minute. Then I'm going to fix my plate. I've got to go get my bread, and I'll bring y'all back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right, so let me zoom out a little bit so you can... Whoops, I'm zooming in. Okay, now you can see what I've... Oh, my gosh, I cannot wait. This is so hot, and I should be waiting, but I'm just going to blow on this, and y'all can see the vegetables really did kind of shrink. But this is still a loaded spaghetti, y'all. Oh, my gosh. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Oh, yeah, this is... This is so good. I had the vegetables that I had to get rid of, and I wanted some spaghetti so bad. So last night I happened to think I'm going to go on, because I've seen people put zucchini in spaghetti before. I think I put it in there a couple times, but never this big. I've always cut it up, and this is just, oh my gosh. And I love mushrooms. I absolutely love mushrooms. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So hot. Mm-mm-mm. All right, I did put grated Parmesan cheese, you know, this is what I put on there, the jar kind, whatever. container kind of Parmesan cheese. And then my bread. I didn't put any garlic on it. It's just butter. And then I put parsley flakes on here. And I did let this sit or whatever before since I forgot to put all the spices in it. I did let it sit a little bit, but it still needs more spices. It's so good, though. Oh, my gosh, I cannot believe that I have never done this before. I can't see my spaghetti any other way now than with the, I mean, you know, I want the vegetables in them from now on. All right, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, look below for links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and to my Instagram. And also, there'll be links below to different things that you can purchase on Amazon that I use in my kitchen. And I hope y'all have a good day, and go and make you some of this spaghetti. This is really, really good. All right, y'all. Bye.